morning, dear friends. We the students from Mount Temane present before you the story of Joseph and his brothers from the book of Genesis, chapter 37 to 47. God enlightens us to forget the transaction of Joseph's brothers who sold him and deserted him by equality and death. This message is loud and clear that God wants all his followers to forgive and love everyone. Come, let us recall the journey of Joseph and his brothers. Joseph the Forgiver. Joseph, who was Jacob's son, was working with his brothers in the fields. His brothers used to Joseph and did not speak peaceably with him as their father. Jacob used to love Joseph more than his brothers, as he was his loyal and loving son. That day, when they were feeding the sheep, Joseph went to his father and said,
Father, it's a long day at the field today, and my brothers, they will just enjoy and having a good time.
It's okay, son. It's just your brothers. Look, I have something for you. For your loyalty and love to me, take this multicolored coat.
Thank you, Father.
The night fall, and Joseph sleeps in peace, wearing the coat that his father gave. In another room, his brothers are fed up with him and humble in disgust.
What is so special about Joseph that our father prefers him more than us?
On the same night, Joseph has a very weird dream.
What a weird dream. His brothers still about the dream and dreamt last night. There we were in the fields, binding sheep. Then behold, my sheep arose, and yours stood around and bowed down to my feet.
After listening to Joseph, his brothers started treating him even more. Disgusted at what he told them, they said,
What do you think of that? Who you are? Do you think we believe in God's saving dream? Or you think God will
push him aside and go to the fields to feed their father's flock. When they reach close to the field, one of them says,
Sons, why don't you just go over to the field and watch over the flock for a day?
as told by his father. Joseph goes to the field and looks for his brothers. They see him coming from afar and talk among themselves.
Oh, brothers! No, brothers! No,
Brothers catch him and throw him in the pit. After doing so, they sit and continue eating their meat. But just when they were about to finish their food, they see some Egyptian traders coming their way.
The brothers pull Joseph out of the pit and hand him over to the traders in exchange for some money. The Egyptian traders take off the Joseph's wages.
brothers!
when they tell their father about Joseph. Hearing what had happened to Joseph, Jacob cried and mourned the Lord.
I have an idea. Let's put some blood on his foot and tell our father that Joseph is alive. Yeah, we can do that.
What happened? What is it?
Father, you moved my right knee.
What are you saying?
Only today now. On reaching Egypt, the traders again sent Joseph off to a high-rank officer of the Pharaoh, named Potiphar, who was noble, just, and kind man. After seeing how Joseph used to work for so long, Potiphar made Joseph the overall in charge of the house. Joseph used to work diligently, and the officer was very impressed with Joseph's work and so made him in charge of the house. The officer's wife cast longing Joseph because he was good looking, but Joseph refused as he knew that his master him and he couldn't sin against God. Hearing this, the officer's wife grew relentless and she falsely accused Joseph of trying to abuse her, so Joseph was thrown into the dungeon. Some days later, Joseph interpreted a mage dream who later turned out to be the Pharaoh's butler. After 2 whole years, the Pharaoh of Egypt had a dream which he couldn't understand. So he went to the magicians of Egypt and all the wise men of Egypt and he told them. Pharaoh tells his dream to the magician. The Pharaoh was very troubled as his dream wasn't explained to them. The Pharaoh's chief butler tells him that how he had a dream in the dungeon as well how Joseph, his cellmate, had explained it to him. The Pharaoh immediately calls for Joseph.
Bring him over here.
Your Highness,
I was sitting intelligent and wise man. Yes, you will be in charge of my kingdom and all my kingdom, and you will be subordinate only to me. I will make you a high rank official.
Over the next 7 years, famine spread over the whole world and people came from other countries to buy grain from Joseph. Jacob also heard that there were peace in Egypt.
I'm hungry. I'm starving.
What are you doing? Scribbling about it. Everyone knows the best way to
Go over there. Wake up, brother. That people is starved.
And so the sons of Jacob go to Egypt, where they meet Joseph, but don't recognize him. But Joseph recognized his brother. He told everyone else to leave their preference so that he could be alone with his brother.
I am Joseph. Where's your father? Is he still alive?
His brothers could not answer because they were terrified at seeing him.
Don't believe what the ghost was telling me. For God has sent me to save you. Take this way so that you will not starve.
Brothers went back to their father and told them all that had happened. Jacob, their Bathsheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob, their father, with their little children and the wives in the wagon that Joseph had sent to fetch them. When we forget someone, it shows that we value our relationship more than our ego. Thank you.
Now, it was